All right, another question from a contributor to our site, Barkinator. He's done a bunch of...
I recognize the name.
He did some Mega Man X and X2 and X3 games. I think they were Super Nintendo games that I never played. But, retro.
Okay.
If you will.
Okay.
In several of your Baron, especially walkthroughs, you have mentioned that you do not have any interest in the game's story or plot. Is there any game that really did grab your interest? Which games and why? And as a follow-up, which of these games has had a sequel that completely ruined that interest? To answer that second question first about sequels ruining the interest in a story, Resistance 2 is the first thing that comes to mind. It got worse with story when the main character started to talk.
Yeah.
He was a fucking jackass. And the cutscenes in the first game, like when you kind of look back at it, Resistance 1 was a release or a launch title. The cutscenes were just like black and white pictures kind of panning in and out like a screensaver would, and with dialogue over it. Super simple, probably cost nothing to make.
Yeah.
The second one, full CG cutscenes. First one was much more interesting than the second one, and the second one was just dumb, over the top shit. So more complicated doesn't necessarily make it better. And do you want to talk about story?
Ooh, that is not why I game. I'm struggling trying to think something that I actually cared about.
Final Fantasy X?
Kind of.
No, I like
I mean, just as much as Fable 2 or any RPG. I'm attached to the level of my character and how much time I've put into it.
Yeah.
Oblivion, actually. I really liked the guilds.
The guild.
Those are really cool, fun stories.
I think those were fun because they were kind of shorter stories, very concise and interesting. And they weren't so drawn out.
Right.
Like most games, cutscenes are just like an intermission between gameplay, kind of change the pace of the game a little bit. And they're not well written, they're not interesting. Like, frequently what'll happen is when I'm playing through a game the first time, I'll watch the first like 2 cutscenes, and then from that moment on I'm going to decide whether I'm going to watch the rest of the cutscenes of the game or just button through them. Skip them. And frequently I'm skipping every fucking cutscene. They're just dumb. Let's see. Final Fantasy X I enjoy a lot. Maybe it's just my patience for things like this, because I know I used to like cutscenes a lot more. Like older games, like Super Nintendo and 64 and shit like that. Final Fantasies. Oh, Heavenly Sword. It wasn't the best story, but the acting was incredible. If you have a PlayStation 3, I would rent it. There's a couple scenes in that were just really, really well done.
I got one. Myst.
Oh my god. Oh man, that's a fucking game. Wow. Myst. Yeah, that's a good story.
Yeah.
You had to fucking read books on your computer screen, and then
that game was crazy.
They've adapted that for the iPhone, haven't they?
Yeah, it's like $6.
Have you played it?
Well, it's not worth $6.
No, probably not. I'm sure I still have the original disc around somewhere.
And then I played it with my dad because I was pretty little. I don't think I could have done the puzzles. And then we got Riven, which is the sequel.
Yeah.
It was like 6 CDs, and
yeah.
we just like started it, and we're like, no, I don't need
into this.
It doesn't need to be this big. Like, the scope wasn't what made it.
I remember in Myst, something that just absolutely blew me away, because it was like a point-and-click adventure for those who haven't played it. there was books, and every once in a while there'd be a video inside the book.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought that was the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah, and it was like live action actors when there was video.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of weird.
Yeah, like little The Office style cameos when it was just like a person talking right into the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The stories in games typically aren't very good. I guess Grand Theft Auto 4, I was interested in that story.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best story, and it's something that I wouldn't sit through again. But the acting is good. I think it's probably because the acting is just so bad in most games.
Yeah.
And the writing for the most part. I mean, movies are better.
And it's hard to pull
Books
off
are
some
better.
of the emotional things movies can pull off and still have it be interactive.
Yeah. Yeah. Like games like Resident Evil 5 were just so dumb as soon as the game started. I just don't fucking care at all.
No. Well, you said you liked Metal Gear Solid 2's story.
2, not 4.
I said
4,
2.
I know. But I... Okay. The first Metal Gear is coming to PlayStation Network.
That was good. I liked that
It just
one.
got announced. It's coming to PlayStation Network for, I think, $10 in a couple weeks.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's about it.